I talk about diamonds because all of you, Martin and everyone here, is here to, they know diamonds a little better than I do. I think, I feel diamonds, when a guy gives it to a girl, which normally is the case, it's never the other way around. When a guy gives a diamond to a girl, it's a sense of commitment. And the commitment is not in terms of the pricing, the quality, the beauty, the bigness. I think the commitment is that, a couple of pieces of coal came together under immense amount of pressure, temperature, for centuries with difficulties, have stuck together. And because they've stuck together, somehow they formed something beautiful. So when a diamond is given to a lady, I think it's saying it to her that, you know what, there might be difficulties, there might be temperatures, there might be heat, there might be difficult times. But we coals will stick together and make something beautiful out of it. So I think a diamond stands for that. And apart from that, yeah. Hey! But I know it's a wrong thing to say, I am so sexy, I don't need the diamonds. I'm cool like that. Yes, so we didn't realize it till you worded it like that. Now that we know, yeah, I mean, we're really stupid to make best friends as dogs while they're making best friends as diamonds, yeah.
I think women are pretty smart. I see that women are getting, we know that women are smarter than men because we know that women don't buy diamonds for men, but men buy diamonds for women. So obviously we see
and make friends with dogs.
Yeah, I guess that's true. So tell me, Choksi, I understand that there's a new movie in the works and that you're going to play some kind of a starring role. What role are you going to play in the movie, Choksi?
If he makes a remake of Devdas,
I'll explain
I wouldn't mind that.
What role should he play? Put
Martin,
him in the script.
It's a movie about an alcoholic who's madly in love with two women, finally. And he has a friend called Chunilal. And he keeps repeating the same alphabets. So if he acts like Jackie or Chunilal in the film, we'll have to change the alphabets. It'll be D for diamond, D for dawn, D for those. And with the size Mehul Bhai has, we'll need a bigger chunni for sure, 100%.
Choksi, tell me something. I mean, everybody was making diamonds in India for so many years. And then you show up with this idea of branding, right? Like, instead of just having the diamond, there's like a story behind the diamond. How important is branding for diamond?
They certainly make a reason for somebody to buy diamond, a particular diamond, or brand it, that particular, to show his love much more to the woman.
Okay, so that's the idea also. And Shahrukh, tell me, you're one of the greatest brands in the world. The whole world, because there's like a billion-something people. You could be a movie star in America. They said, he's the Brad Pitt of India. Then they said, no, he's the Tom Cruise of India. I don't know, you're like a Tom Pitt or something here. But there's a billion and something people. So you are like one of the world's top movie stars, which means you're a brand. You're an idea. You say, yeah, you think that's true, right? So what does that mean for you? What does it mean for you to be such a symbol, a leader? You're not just one person. You represent ideas that people relate to.
I don't know, Martin. I've never really thought of I don't even know when I became a brand. I think what is essential for a brand, now that when I see it from the outside, if I can, and see other brands, I think it has to be at the simplest and the normalest level. You do what you do best, and then people will find connotations and meanings out of you. And it's really wonderful that some meanings that you didn't even think of, you stand for it. And sometimes it's a huge pressure because there are a lot of things I don't stand for, but so many beautiful people start believing in, okay, he stands for love, he stands for romance, he stands, one of the ones which irks me the most, he stands for good behavior, which I don't like at all. But I have to be at my best behavior. He stands for family values, he stands for goodness, and those things happen naturally. But I think branding as an exercise actually should not be an exercise. Branding should be a natural flow. If you do it right, keep it simple, keep it straight. I'm sure, if it's simple and nice, you will adopt it, you will be overawed by it, and you will love it. So brand for me is like, for example, in your case is when it's a diamond, somewhere down the line, yourself, Mr. Choksi, all the young, wonderful people here, they brand it and say, okay, this is good quality, this is nice, this has been worked upon, because we know so little about diamonds, normal people. And you say, you know what, at the end of it all, this looks cool. And there are people behind it who are assuring us that it's a good thing to have because it's pure, it's nice, the amount of money you're paying for it is good enough. And finally it just comes down to, are you offering them an emotion which is value for money? If money being the standard to buy an emotion, if it is possible, which it happens in many cases now. So if you can give value for money, for an emotion, whether it's a diamond or an actor or any other product, I think as long as you keep it simple and straight.
Wow. I mean, you understand what he just said?
What you do best and leave the rest. There are other people who will give you a logo, a sign, a name. They'll call you Badshah Khan, Kohinoor, whatever. Like, it's a beautiful diamond. Whether you call it Kohinoor, you call it whatever, it's a beautiful diamond. And people will brand it, give it everything. But I think just keep it simple and straight.
So that would mean, like, if you give a diamond to someone, the beauty there doesn't just the diamond. It's the idea of the gift. The idea of the emotion.
I was not only just educated, well aware of how the world has been over the years. I just got to meet him for 5 minutes and he said something to me. And he said, in life we all need symbols, something to hang on to. And a diamond, so the value of a diamond is more than the value of what it is priced at. The fact is that it stands for love, it stands for commitment, it stands for strength, it stands for quality, it stands for beauty. And all those emotions are more important than the price of it. So I'd request you on behalf of the whole world, before you leave from here, just reduce the price of diamonds for this next 1 hour. It's an emotion, Martin, do it for us. Come on, baby.
Yeah. Chaksi, look, you understand what we...
I'll kill you.
A lot of people want to kill Rappaport. But look,
I think love is the most common thing. It's just that we bind it down by institution and try to make it rare. It's the most common thing, but the feeling of it for someone, whether it's your child, whether it's your wife, whether it's your girlfriend, whether it's your father, that feeling is rare. And I think the rarity lies in for how many people we feel it, not in terms of the abundance of how it exists. I think we all love, but we fall in love with a few, whether it's a mother, a sister, a friend, whatever. So I think love, it's actually most of the things that nature and God has made, and they're in abundance. The utilization of them, how you use them, like you use diamonds, I think we use love too rarely. If we loved more commonly, I think we wouldn't be having the issues that we have around the world. So I don't think love is like diamond. Love is like diamond uncontrolled by anybody else. It is completely there, it's everywhere, and I think love is the cheapest diamond.
This is beautiful. Hey, isn't that nice? It's great. Now they say a diamond is forever. One of your most famous movies was 10 years ago. So tell me, ever and go, I know you're a big family man and all that, but how does one keep the love forever like the diamond is forever?
There's a physical side to it which I won't talk about. I think the best way to keep love going is to just trust and let everyone be. And I think it's like, I truly believe the love that is purest, that was created, was between a mother and a son or a daughter. And that love is unconditional. They fight, they get angry, they separate sometimes, but it's unconditional and it's ever-bearing. And I think if I can reach that stage, which hardly happens because all girls are not your mothers, and all girls don't think of you as their son, it has to be about trusting, it has to be about giving, it has to be about letting be, it has to be about accepting. And the one thing I would tell all the youngsters, when they fall in love with a girl, they fall in love with her for certain reasons. That, she's like this, she walks like this, she talks like this. As soon as they make it permanent, they start wanting to change all those reasons. They don't know, you can't wear a skirt like that anymore. And I think that's one thing. If men don't try to change women, love will be more everlasting than it has been. I think the fault lies with men, and that's why we have to keep buying diamonds to make up for it.
Bravo, that's what. They say that when a couple gets married, that the man is sure that the woman will never change, and the woman is sure that she'll change the man. And both of them are wrong. Okay, she's going to change. So Chaksi, you got to tell us something about, you feel so strong. You once said to me, you said that the secret to India is weddings, and Indian jewelry, weddings, cricket, and Bollywood, right? So we have Bollywood here tonight. I guess you don't play much cricket, do you? You're not a cricketer. Could you explain this thing? And it shines. I know people like to hang...
Asking for the bills. Not all of them are just
It's everything, it's in the blood here. The Bollywood is It's nothing but Bollywood, the biggest entertainment in.
Idol?
I'm a legend.
That's scary. I'd hate to be an idol.
And this conversation is legendary.
So wait, you're catching a ride on his idolhood? Is that how it works?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
They all use me, girls, women, and Choksibai.
And Choxy.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay, so what you think is going to happen here? You know, here we are in India.
Well, the Bollywood industry is growing and growing and growing. If you see the
monopolized India. I'm married, I own cricket, and I'm Bollywood. I stand for all the things
Yeah.
India stands for. See?
He owns a cricket team, right?
Absolutely. He's the perfect brand ambassador for me.
He's a private what?
Brand ambassador because he symbolizes for cricket, for Bollywood and for diamonds.
But then why don't
And
you
he's a
own...
winner. It's winner for the last 2 years.
Really? So you're also a cricket expert?
And now, all of you be scared I'm coming for the diamonds.
Yeah, basically. So why don't you own a jewelry company? You own the cricket. You're like 2/3 there.
I know, but too much piercing, I get scared of holes. Otherwise, I would do it.
So tell me, where is India going? We are in a country here, 50% of the population is under 25, 26. Tell me a little bit about what you see for India. What is your dream for India as we go to the future in these next few years?
See, Martin, I'd like to say, and I truly believe this, I started off when I was 25. I'm 48 now, and I come from a very low middle class background. I think India is the land of opportunities. It's on the cusp of being perhaps one of the most developed and powerful nations in the world. And the reason for it is not that we have the minerals, or we have the arms, or we have the greatest of agrarian society. The reason for it is that we are so diverse and yet so together. I think all of us sitting here in this room, you'll find more religions in this room than you'll find all over the world. You'll find more languages in this room than you'll find. And the fact that all of us stick together at the end of it all, with all the hardnesses, the hardships, all the problems, I think makes us a very strong nation. And the youngsters now are extremely, extremely forward-looking. I think we are on the cusp of some of the nicest development, education, software, diamonds, everything. And I think we are a nascent nation. We are a new nation in a certain sense. And like you said, we're the, if I'm not mistaken, we're the second youngest nation to Uganda. And it's always good to be young. And it's always nice to have the fact lying ahead of you that there is a lot more to be achieved. If we had achieved everything, if our forefathers had achieved everything for India, maybe we would not have tried so hard. So we are a nation of triers, and I think we are going to try to be as wonderful and as big as our dreams. We are like diamonds and dreams. Nobody can crush them.
Wow, that's
The problem, Martin, about Indian, when you hit the age.
On that note, it's a great note to close. I just want to say one thing, everybody.
Martin Rappaport and his company, they not only just prize the diamonds, they are people who've been following things up for a commodity which is scarce, rare, and beautiful, and they try to control it for the rest of the world. And extremely smart, charming, and for me, one of the evenings where I've met one of the nicest people. And I want to thank Mehul Bhai for giving me this opportunity. And I came here, like I said, to get 250 grams of diamonds. I take back much more than that, having met Martin and Mehul Bhai and everyone. Thank you so much. God bless you both.
Thank you, Martin.
Thank you.
Thank you.